Have you ever heard, and do you know, that we don't actually see with our eyes? Yeah, we see through our eyes, but what we see with is our brain. So what that means is that if I'm not familiar with something, I don't even see it. That makes me wonder how many opportunities I may have missed because I just wasn't aware of the possibility that something being presented to me, even if it's something I'm seeing on TV or, a title on a magazine, but I don't even see it because I have no brain cells of recognition. So isn't that interesting how we can actually block something out because we don't know what it is? We don't have those brain cells of recognition. Think about this too. I don't think I'm the only one on the planet that this has happened with, but I'll just talk about my experience. Some days I can look in the mirror and I think, oh, girl, you look wonderful. And the very next day I can look in the mirror and think, oh, girl, don't look in the mirror. How can that be? How could my looks or your looks change so drastically in a day? Well, the truth has to be, they don't. So what's changing? Now, if we go back to we're not seeing with our eyes, but through them, and we're seeing with our brain, then doesn't it stand to reason that it's more based on how I feel about myself than anything else? That's being reflected back to me. And the interesting thing to me, well, it's all interesting, but part of it that's interesting to me is that I don't even have to be aware of having any kind of negative thoughts about myself, right? But I am aware now that if I look in the mirror and I don't think I look so great, somewhere if I start digging and listening and paying attention and connecting the dots like I've been talking about, I'm going to find that I'm having some kind of negative triggers going on inside of me that are just kind of like picking away at my concept of myself. We do so many things, most of us do so many things to be as attractive as we can be. Right? Most of us just feel better the better we look. It just, the confidence that we have because we look in the mirror, we think, okay, I feel good about myself. But again, it's not looking in the mirror and I feel good about myself. It's listening into that self-talk and seeing whether or not I feel good about myself. So what if we get ahead of the game by choosing things that you're going to say to yourself that empower you, empower how you feel about you? Because when you do that, you're setting yourself up for a good day. You're choosing how you're starting the day by how you feel about yourself. And then the reflection that you have in the mirror is just added benefit. What's important is really thinking about, what am I believing about myself? And knowing that I can change it, I can upgrade it. And just by doing something as simple as that, I really hedge my bets for having the best day possible. What are your thoughts on that? I'm really curious. Thanks for listening. I love you. See you soon.